And we are back with part 2 of Joe Louis versus Max Schmeling, part 1. Max Schmeling has shown Joe Louis what he's trying to hit him with. He hit him a couple of times with that right hand. Now, even though Joe Louis got caught with that right, he keeps his left hand down. He doesn't readjust. He's too focused on the left hand of Max Schmeling. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because when you watch the second fight, he's not going to be this focused on the left hand. Watch what he's doing with his right hand. So he's still trying to control the lead hand of Max Schmeling. Max Schmeling does not care about this. And Joe Louis is still trying to land his jab. But look when he jabs. So, here. That's very wrong. Okay, he's over his left foot, his lead foot. He's kind of tipping over to throw that jab. Okay, a right hand, like he got caught in the couple rounds before this. A right hand over the top, and he is off balance. He's not ready to take a punch from this position. He should have stepped in with the jab or just reached out, but not leaned in. Nice left hand to the body by Joe Louis. Nice left. He's still working the left hand, but he has to focus on that right hand, because that's what Max Schmeling is trying to hit him with. Left hand again. Left hand again. It's just a ticking time bomb before Max Schmeling lets the other right hand go. There it is. Let's see that again. Okay. Joe Louis comes in with that double jab. Bang, bang, pop. Right hand. There goes Max Schmeling doing that stiff arm again. Joe Louis, I don't know why he's reaching in with the jab. Nice uppercut from Joe Louis there, right uppercut. And the round is over. Now in the second fight, Max Schmeling tries to do his jab to occupy Joe Louis's mind with his jab, but Joe Louis doesn't pay any attention. All he's focused on is that right hand. We'll see that more evidently in the second fight. But for now, Joe Louis is not focused on Max Schmeling's right hand as much as he should be. He's focused on his own offense. He's throwing a lot of nice left hands to the body though. Very nice left hands to the body. Those are some of my favorite punches, where you throw the left hand right into the stomach of the opponent, especially when they're in a bladed stance. Nice right hand from both. Max Schmeling is... Now if Max Schmeling lets Joe Louis keep fighting, he's going to get him back in the fight. At this point, he should be going for that right hand again. See that stiff arm? Max Schmeling is just finding the perfect time to let go of that right hand. But if he lets Joe Louis fight too, because Joe Louis is doing some good things. Nice right hand to the kidney. You can see in the eyes of Max Schmeling, he's just waiting for that right hand to land. He's not really focused on anything else except his own right hand. Was that a low blow? So I'm guessing that was the low blow. You could see the amount of respect these two have for each other. There he goes with the left hand too low again. Right on the belt line. And the round is over. Now, Max Schmeling is kind of letting Joe Louis get back into the fight. Let's see what happens in round 9. Look how low their left hands are. Very old school. Now, in the new school, the left hand, like I said, would be wrapped around the stomach. Or it would be up here. Like, it would be in the same, it would be out, but it would be up here. So it would be popping here. But I like how they held them down here too, because it lets you see the other right hand. So from here, Schmeling could see the right hand a little bit better, and he could catch the jab. When you have your hand all the way up, sometimes it's hard to see that right hand. But every style has its give and takes, pros and cons. Now you can see Max Schmeling isn't really fighting. He's just trying to set up that right hand. He's not worried about the jabs or whatever. He's worried about that right hand. He's trying to land his right hand. That was a lead right hand this time. And look at the mechanics of Max Schmeling throwing the right hand. So we'll do it frame by frame until the right hand lands. Let's wait for this box to go. Watch how all his weight is on the right. Watch his right foot. See it at the end of the screen. Okay. As soon as he starts moving, all his hands move together. All his body parts on the right side move together. Bang. His weight is now on the left leg. And then he steps off again. Perfect technique. Okay. His feet are a little bit narrow right now. Watch his left foot. He takes a step out with his left. Okay. Steps to the side of his left to get balance when he shifts his weight to his left. Right. Now, instead of bringing his weight back, which is what a lot of fighters are taught, he goes and steps over. Perfect right hand technique. Now, if I'm Joe Louis, I'm putting my left hand up and I'm looking at the right hand of Max Schmeling, but I guess he didn't think it was that effective or something. But he's not trying to get rid of it. There must be a reason why he's not worried about Max Schmeling's right hand that much. Could be a bunch of reasons. I think he's too focused on his own offense to care about Max Schmeling's offense. But he should be focused on Max Schmeling, because when someone lands, I think Max Schmeling landed about 6 right hands at this point. This is either the 6th or the 7th, I believe. You have to respect your opponent's offense. Perfect technique. Bang. You don't want to pay too much respect to your opponent. See, you just got hit with 3 right hands. But you want to respect them. If they're catching you with the punch, you don't want to get caught with it over and over and over again. I think that might have been the 10th time that Joe Louis got caught with the right hand now. Or 9th. But he still has that left hand down. Now, this is what I said in, I forgot which video, but you want to be able to think during the fight in the corner. If you want to think, okay, what shot am I getting hit with? what's the opponent's most effective shot? Let me block that shot. Let me cover it up so they don't hit me again. Then I could focus on other things. But if you don't take care of your opponent's best shot, then no matter how good your offense is, if the opening is still there, see, they could still get you. Even though Joe Louis isn't doing bad, he's fighting a good fight. He's in the round before, he was landing some body shots. His offense isn't bad, it's good, but he's leaving that hole open for his opponent to take advantage of. And no matter how good Joe Louis does in his own offense, bang, he's going to get caught like that. So if I get caught with the right hand more than once, if I know it's not a lucky shot, if they're planning it, if they're trying to hit me with it, I'm putting my left hand up and covering up that opening. I don't want to give them the opening again. And then maybe that's their only shot. So maybe Max Schmeling didn't have anything other than that right hand, and Joe Louis could have beat him if he covered that hole. Never think that you're too tough to take a shot. So if someone's catching you with the shot and it doesn't hurt, don't think, oh, it's okay, it's not hurting me that much. Because it's not about the hurt, it's about the opponent landing it over and over again. So I guess Joe Louis is rolling with the punch a little bit. He sees it coming. If you look into his eyes, he's staring at the right hand. But he's trying to roll with it instead of just putting that left hand up. Let me see what he's doing with that left hand. I guess he's trying to land that left hand at the same time. Not the best game plan to get rid of a right hand. If you watch Marling Starling, so Marling Starling, he's known for putting his hands all the way up. But what he does is when the opponent throws the right hand a lot, he'll cover this whole area. See this? I call this the triangle. So it's like head, glove, elbow, this area. Marling Starling would block this perfectly. He would put his glove up to here. He'd tuck his chin in and turn away. So he would turn more to the right. So when the opponent throws the right hand, it's like a wall. So all of this would be blocked. And then as soon as he feels the right hand, Marling Starling lets go of his own right hand counter. If you watch him versus Maurice Hope, he does this a lot. He does it in all his fights. He'll make a wall with his arm. So his arm wouldn't be 90 degrees. It'd be up to his bicep, his forearm. His glove is open, and on his face, his chin is tucked and his shoulder is turned more, pointing at the opponent. So when the opponent throws the right hand, he's throwing the right hand at a wall. Okay? Cat feels that right hand on the wall. Marling Starling shoots back his own right hand. If you have trouble seeing right hands or blocking right hands, I would recommend Marling Starling style. Try it out sometimes how his defense is. That's Marling Starling. Let's see this left hand by Joe Louis. Nice. And one thing about old school fighters, like these guys, they didn't open up. So that was the first time you've seen Max Schmeling open up. They only open up when they find the right opportunity. They don't open up for no reason. By opening up, I mean uncovering themselves and throwing more than 2 punches at a time with mean intentions. They don't do that randomly. It's all planned. If it isn't planned, they wait for the right time. Nice right hand by Joe Louis. Joe Louis too, he's great at that. They wouldn't throw punches just to throw punches. They're gonna tag you, land a couple right hands, land some jabs until they see you a little bit wobbled. Then they'll come in with the attack, with the full attack, left hooks, uppercuts, body shots. Nice right hand by Max Schmeling. No, I'm not sure why Joe Louis did not just cover up that opening that he gave to the opening he has for that right hand. Could be ego, could be a lot of things. Could be the right hand's not hurting him. But it looks like it's affecting him. Could be he's trying to defend it, but in the wrong way. Instead of blocking it, he wants to roll with it. Nice block by Max Schmeling. Nice right hand. See how he swings that right foot around when he throws that right hand. Max Schmeling. That's a cool name. I gotta say, Joe Louis has a narrow stance. I remember watching his fights before. I remember him having a little bit of a wider stance. I don't remember his feet being so close to each other. I know he takes small steps, but I didn't remember his feet being that close to each other. Nice right hand. Now Max Schmeling can't just open up, because Joe Louis he was the best fighter at the time also. So you open up at the wrong time, you get caught by Joe Louis, and then you're the one getting knocked out. See, Joe Louis does that double. No, like I said, Roberto Duran does that to Rand Barkley, but he does that when Barkley's jabbing at him. He puts his right hand over Barkley's over Barkley's jab. He catches it with the right hand, and at the same time, he either jabs or he puts his left hand on the shoulder of Barkley and controls him. But Joe Louis is using this as an offensive tool instead of a defensive tool. But there's a reason this move isn't used anymore. It leaves you open to. It's too much of a commitment. When I first watched this fight, I remember the fight being like 7 or 9 rounds. I forgot that it went past 10. So it wasn't a total beatdown, but you could see he was landing the most effective shots. People would call these guys slow today, or like they're not doing much, but trust me, their timing, their power, they have speed for the right moment. When they see an opening, when they have to defend, when they have to move quick, that's when they use their speed. Other than that, they're not wasting any energy. But when they needed their speed and power, it was there. They just didn't waste. It was more of a chess match for them rather than a fight. They did fight sometimes, but when two respected fighters went up against each other, it was a chess match. It was landing the jab, positioning, footwork. It was a battle. And everything was for a reason that they did. They didn't do anything in randomness. Schooled fighters. Nice right hand. See, this is what I mean. They use their speed for the right time. They're not wasting it. I like watching the mechanics of the punch. Bang. Step over. Nice right hand. So I'm guessing that's why Joe Louis wasn't in a hurry to block those right hands, because they weren't affecting him as much. I mean, it's the 11th or 12th round right now. He got dropped once, but he feels like it's just like any other punch. He could take it and fight on and win. But he was wrong for that. He should have respected Max Schmeling's right hand a lot more than he did in this fight. And that's where ego might come in, or I'm not sure, or just wanting to push your own offense. See, let's see this again. There's a million things to learn from this fight. Every time I watch this fight, I learn something new. See, Joe Louis, he leans in when he jabs. Does he throw that double? See, when he throws that double thing, even though he's stepping in here, he kind of leans over and reaches out with it. And that's the perfect timing for Schmeling. Bang. Now, Joe Louis caught that punch while he was off balance. Now the left hook, and then the right hand again. And now he's out of it. Let's see what happens. See, now Max Schmeling opens up a little bit more. So until they have you hurt, until the right moment, they're not going to open up, these guys. Nice right hand again. See, if Joe Louis respected the right hand of Schmeling and put his hand up a long time ago, maybe 5 rounds ago, this wouldn't have happened like this. See, now Max Schmeling is opening up. And that's what patience is. See, he's out of it. Bang. That was right on the chin. That was one of the nicest right hands I've ever seen. Now here, Joe Louis is just out of it. Max Schmeling puts his pulls Joe Louis's right hand down. Right on the chin, that punches. Bang. And I forget if he gets up from this, does he? I don't think so. And Max Schmeling goes to check on him right away. So Max Schmeling, he was not an evil person. He was actually a pretty cool guy. Like I said, I think he financially supported Joe Louis once their careers were over, because Joe Louis had problems with the tax people, which is really messed up. He did so much for the country, and then they treated him like he was garbage after. Okay, so respecting your opponent's punches. If your opponent catches you with the punch more than twice, 3 times, you got to cover up that hole. If you think, oh, my chin is too good, my reflexes are too good for it, eventually you'll pay the price like this. So it's better to fix an opening right when your opponent catches you, rather than being ignorant and just fighting on. Okay, so fixing your mistakes in the fight, not after. Max Schmeling, he waited for the right times to open up. He opened up around 3 times in the whole fight. Like I said, opening up where he's not just throwing 2 punches, he's throwing 4 or 5 punches at a time. He probably did that 3 times, and they're all at the right time when he saw Joe Louis was not in a position to counter. Other than that, he just played his role, kept playing the jabbing game and landing that right hand when Joe Louis would reach or drop his left hand. And yeah, so this fight is very good. Now, the second fight, the rematch, is, like I said, the best rematches ever. It's a boxer's dream, what Joe Louis does to Max Schmeling. How he fixes all his mistakes and comes at Max Schmeling. It's truly beautiful. So I'll probably be uploading that today also. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And bye.